Hello, and welcome to Health 106. I am looking forward to working with you for the next 18 weeks. And my name is Nadine Wade-Gravett, and I hope and invite you to all come to my office at some point. One of the downsides of the online class, of course, is that I only know you by your name and by your entries, so I would like to meet you in person. So I invite you to come down to my office at some point. My office is located in the Physical Education Building, downstairs in the faculty offices. The purpose of this video is to take the place of the first class meeting, and hopefully to walk you through and explain what the course requirements are, so that you will be able to start the class and understand what it is that you need to do to be successful. Hopefully you are a well-disciplined student, because that certainly is required for online classes. Let me walk you through the steps that we will be taking today. Once you have logged on to the college website, you will find an area that says Online Education, and you click on to the Online Education, and you will also see an area to log on to the Blackboard section. This is a new Blackboard section that we are using, and so we've made a few changes. And once you've logged in, it should look like this. And I've sent you previous emails indicating how to log in. But just as a reminder, it's you use the first two letters of your first name and the last two letters of your, or the first two letters of your last name, and the last four numbers of your student ID. And that's your login username. And then your username is student in all caps. And then you will then change that to personalize your own password. So once you log in, you will get to the college homepage. And in this homepage, you will see everything that is required of this course. And I give a small introduction indicating what websites might be helpful, etc. The next thing that I think that is important for you to look at are the assignment dates. And you'll see those listed for each homework assignment, and for when the tests will take place. It is all indicated on the assignment date sheet. I have a backup way to show you as well different requirements. You'll see that you have a final paper due, and that is due on May 7th. That is due. So you'll see that delineated. Of course, each semester these dates will change. The test dates, you will have 3 tests this semester, and they are timed tests in the sense that once you start the test, you must finish the test. So if you open the test, you must finish it at that point. So please be mindful of the times and when the test is open, and again when it closes. So you will not be able to access the test once the test closes, and they usually all of the assignments, as a rule, are due at midnight. So if you log on at 12:01, you will not be able to access the test. So please be mindful of that. I would hate for you to lose points based on that. The tests, of course, are open book, and hopefully you will have done some assignments that will support the tests, and that will be an effort that the tests will support your learning from the chapter assignments. Each week you are required to write a journal entry, and you'll see that journal entry assignment next listed. And this is just an entry between you and me. It is a private entry, and I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with journal writing, but excuse me, our purpose is to have you focus on things that are positive in your life, to take 5 to 10 minutes each day and really focus on things that are positive, and then write those down. And the research, as you know, or we will find out, research indicates that if you can focus on those positive things in your life, those are steps that you can take towards health. Each week you will also have learning objective assignments that you are to complete. And you will complete those, you will find those in the chapters. At the beginning of each chapter, there are 7 to 8 learning objectives that you must complete. And when you complete those, that really indicates that you have read and understood the chapters. So that's the purpose of that. Each week you are also required to write a current event. And the current events are my attempt to have you finding health-related current events outside of the text that support your learning outside of the text in the classroom situation. And the idea is for you to find through any one of numerous resources. You can use online resources. You can use pamphlets that you might find in the dentist's office. You can use magazine articles, etc. All that are health-related that you will find interesting. I prefer if you use them related to the chapters that we are studying that week. But again, it's a way to expand your learning beyond what is presented in the text. You will write then a short summary of the, I'm not looking for you to cut and paste, but I want you to read the current event and then write a short summary so that fellow students would have a good understanding of what the article was about. And then make sure that you provide the actual source so that if they want to go into greater depth, they will be able to find that information. You must also write a current event response. So once a week you will find a posting that one of your fellow classmates has posted that you found interesting that you want to comment on. Either that you agree or you disagree or that you find interesting or that you think have a different take on it. Something that allows you to have some interaction with your fellow classmates. So you have a current event and a current event response each week that are due. You also have workbooks and that usually are called self-assessments, and you will find those in the back of the textbook, and they are according to the chapters that we are reading, and they are really self-exploration, and there are no right or wrong answers, so you will not be graded on a right or wrong answer. You'll just be graded that you did thoughtful information and participated in the exercise. And again, the exercises are to reinforce what you have learned in the text. The last assignment that you have due for the semester is a research paper. And this is a 5 to 6 page research paper. It must be at least 1,500 words. And that is on a health-related topic. And you may choose your health-related topic at some point during the semester. I'd like you to email me with what your topic is. And it can be anything from bipolar disease to schizophrenia to Osgood-Schlatters disease with knees, tuberculosis. It can be any number of anything that you are interested in and want to do greater research on. I encourage you to pick a topic that perhaps you or your family member might have experienced so that it provides you with greater information. And if you see, I list you 6 topics on there, and that is, just so you know, that's the rubric that I use to grade you on your final paper. You must use the college MLA format, and if you have difficulties with that, just let me know. The area that seems to catch most students is on the local and national resources that are listed. In addition to, it is a research paper, so you will be required to list your sources that you used, internet or regular sources. And I also am asking you to look up national and local resources where you might find additional help. So for example, if my paper were on breast cancer, what I would list as a local resource would probably be the Queen of the Valley, because I know that they run a program called Bosom Buddies for recovering breast cancer patients. Nationally, I would probably list the Susan Komen Foundation, because again, they do a lot of research as well. So that's what I'm looking for with local and national resources. So please be complete with that. And all that is once you have done your research, you want to make sure that you have additional places to find out more information. So let's go back and I can show you how to enter all of these. This is called your home page. If you click onto the syllabus. I give you exactly how I'm going to grade, what the point structure is, and then a little bit of what our student objectives are, our learning objectives, what kinds of things that you will be learning this semester. I really challenge you to take a look and use this information and apply it to your life. It's a terrific opportunity for you to look at your health, look at what your health status is, your family's health status, and to try and make those steps and take those steps to create a healthier you. And that really is our goal for this semester. All of the assignments are listed under the learning modules. So if you will click onto the learning modules, you will find that each week is divided up and the assignments are appropriately designed. So if we were to look at week 1, for example, it's just, our intent is to just have you read the information, comment on the information, and then provide me with a small biography about yourself. And you type all the materials into the assignment material area and you send it off to me. So if I were to go back to learning modules to look, and that's just the first week assignments, but so if I were to go to, for example, week 6, and you will see that you have a Journal of Gratitude assignment, and if you click on, and that's how you do your Journal of Gratitude assignment, I'm sorry. So you'll type your answer in this area right here, and you will submit it to me when you click the Submit button. So that is for how you do a Journal of Gratitude assignment. If we go back to learning objectives, week 21, you'll see that you have an area here for your current event response as well. You click to launch your current event here, just to show you, and then you create a thread. And once you create a thread, then that's where you submit your current event and you submit your current event response. Okay? And same thing with learning objectives. And again, you just type your learning objectives in this area down here. And again, you try and be complete as possible, and you get points for that. You will also have your exams haven't been loaded on here, but you will also have exams. And again, you will just click on to the exam area here. You will complete the exam and submit that in. The final paper you will also submit using that format on the learning module. If we go down to the date where you'll see the date where the final paper is due. And it is possible to cut and paste that final paper if you want to type it first as a Word document, and then you can cut and paste it into that. Everything you need to know is in the learning modules weekly. So that's all you need to do is to click on to each week and you'll see the assignments. And the areas where you submit the assignments are also in that. Just to give you an example of the workbook assignment, again, it has that same format. It should be looking familiar to you now. And you click on and you type in your assignment in this area and then you submit. So if you have any questions or issues with your system, you can email me, and you can send an email to me, or you can send emails to other students. I encourage you to use this email. However, if you are having trouble with this email for some reason, you may use my college email to contact me. You can't use that to submit information, but you can use it to contact me with any problems that you might have. You may also use my college telephone, which is 253-3220, to contact me if you have any other questions as well. I look forward to working with you and am excited, and hopefully you will find this class challenging. And again, the way that this class becomes most successful for you is if you can really take the time and apply the concepts to your life. I look forward to seeing you online.